Hi. So please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth McQuiston.
And we're here with Abbott.
We're here with Abbott, yes.
And what do you show here?
What I'm showing here is this is a portable lab. This little device, this little handheld device, can measure all kinds of different blood tests. All you do is you take a couple drops of blood plasma, put them on a chip, a cartridge, I should say, and put it right in here. You wait a few minutes, and then you get the results back. So this little handheld device is a portable lab.
Portable lab.
Yes.
What is it? What test?
Well, our newest test that we're so proud of is a blood test to assess brain injury. So we can measure down to the picogram level on this little device 2 brain proteins in the peripheral blood in 15 minutes.
So when people are in an accident and they're in the ambulance, they need to test immediately, or what is the idea?
They can test. Usually, this test right now is for the hospital. And when they come into the hospital, you can draw their blood, and then you get the results from this, and it gives you both of the brain protein levels right on here, and it gives you an interpreted read. So if the brain proteins are low, that means that the patient does not need a head CT, and they go home, and they can have peace of mind, which is so important.
And are there many things in blood?
Oh,
there's a lot of information there?
There's so much information in blood. You can find out so much. But until now, there's never been a blood test to really assess brain injury, because it's very difficult to measure brain proteins in the peripheral blood.
Because you need to be very precise in the measurement?
Very precise.
And this little thing can do it?
This little thing can do it.
You don't need to have a huge lab with lots of lab coats and everything?
You can do it on this. 15 minutes. It measures 2 brain proteins in 15 minutes, which is incredible. We had over 300 scientists that worked on this over 7 years, and it's FDA cleared, it's CE mark, the whole thing.
How many people can be helped with this?
Oh, well, you know, the rate of concussions are at least 69 million per year, you know, total, everywhere. It just depends on where you are. But here's the thing, most concussions are missed. So even though we can pick up that there are concussions, the vast majority of concussions go completely undiagnosed.
And what should you do about it when you detect one?
Oh, so it's so important. So I'm a neurologist, so I would say that your brain is extremely important. It's really important to know if you have an injury and if you don't have an injury. So a lot of times people aren't sure. So if you have objective, rapid information the doctor can use, so important. And then if somebody has a brain injury, you can do so much, but you can't do anything unless you know. So what this does is it makes the invisible visible. And it helps people have objective, rapid information to know what has happened.
But what is the actual steps you could take? Like what should you do? Stop playing football, or what's the next step?
Number one, if they're not injured, they can go home, which is refreshing. And it can be difficult to know that if somebody was, say, intoxicated or they've been drinking. So it's nice to have peace of mind to know they can go home. Now, if somebody is injured, then what the clinician can do is refer them to, say, vestibular rehab, or they can tell them to make sure that they rest. And here's something you should know, is your brain is particularly vulnerable to another concussion within the first 2 weeks after the first concussion. So you have to make sure you don't get another one. And then the other thing people should know if they have concussion is that their balance can be off, and they don't even realize it. The reaction time can be off. So they really need to take care, rest, get enough sleep, work with their doctor.
Maybe don't drive for a couple of weeks.
Every person's different. So the important thing to know is you can't treat what you don't know, so you need to know. So you can individualize the care for that person. Also, I'm also a dietitian. There's a lot you can do with diet too, and gut microbiome.
Is this machine super expensive, or is it going to be affordable for the whole world?
Well, it's already used throughout the world. So people are already affording it, and it's a wonderful device.
What kind of price is the cost?
Gosh, I'm in research, so you'll have to talk to other people about
So there's a bunch of stuff happening in there?
Yes. And what you do is you put in different cartridges for the test that you want to run. You just slot it in there, and then you can run whatever you want to run.
But this is just one thing. Is it called iStat?
It's called the iStat Alinity.
And but how many other things could be potentially diagnosed with this machine?
Oh, we actually can look at a lot of different things. So we're looking at, for our iStat platform, we have kidney function, we have electrolytes, we have heart function, and now we have a blood test to assess brain injury. Actually, these are used in the World Marathon Majors. So they have these devices in the tents.
How about clots? There's a lot of talk of clotting, blood clots.
Blood
Can you
clots?
measure that?
No, it's not for that. It's not for blood clots.
Okay,
Yeah.
other things. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
It's a